This week, our Sunday readings present us with this very clear theme of humility, right? But this isn't just something we're hearing about this week. This kind of goes back a couple of Sundays, right? We go back 2 weeks ago to the gospel passage about, Christ coming to bring not peace, but division, right? And even last week, the idea of being able to pass through that narrow gate, we need to strip ourselves of everything preventing us from completely and totally following Jesus Christ in order to pass through that narrow gate. And this week we hear about taking the lowest seat at the table, right? And that overall idea of those who humble themselves will be exalted. Well, humility is a really tough virtue for, I think it's something, it's one of those things that can get really overwhelming for most of us, right? And in order to address this in our life, most of us don't even know where to start. Like, there's just so much, right? Let's work on that this week. Let's focus on humility in the small things, right? Because if we're faithful in, the small matters, we're going to be faithful in the bigger matters, right? So let's pick maybe a household task, or maybe it's even something at work, right? Maybe at work. This could be implementing humility at work could be something as simple as, letting others go first, whether it's you're sitting around having a round table. Don't be the one to speak first. Let someone else express their opinion first, right? At home, there's a bunch of chores that need to get done in the household. Everyone kind of has their own responsibilities and everything. Maybe this week, pick a chore that you're normally not responsible for and just go about and quietly do it for somebody else, right? Maybe it's folding the laundry, emptying the dishwasher, cooking dinner one night, whatever it may be. Something really tangible that you can do and offer that up to God. Say, God, I'm doing this. Help me grow in this. Help me grow in humility. Help me to become more humble. And all these things may seem pretty insignificant, but over time, if we keep making this a practice of, humbling ourselves, going out of our way to help somebody else out, it's going to have a big impact on us. Suddenly that, huge, daunting idea of humility is going to be something that, we can actually wrestle with because we know how to address it in the little things, right? This is that whole idea, the rich man and his steward, right? He that is faithful in that which is least is faithful in that which is greater, right? Let's make this a practice. Let's make it a point to go about our days and find little things that humble ourselves, to help us remember that, God is our being, and without him, nothing is possible.